Hi, my name is Sirena and I'm from Elevate West, and today I'm going to be sharing about how my family and I came to Christ. So as a baby, my mom left a toxic relationship with my father who had taken all of her savings so that we could have a better life. I never desired to have a father because despite being poor, I was pretty content with our day-to-day life. So when my mom would bring up the idea, I would shut it down completely because I just felt threatened by it, and she was my world. So when she understandably started to date again, I just hated all her boyfriends with all my heart, and I would try my best to sabotage her relationships. However, due to our financial situation, we unfortunately had to move from Sydney down to Brisbane and just rent room to room and even people's offices to live in. And we eventually ended up living with our extended family. During that time, my mom was a Buddhist leader in the temple. However, my Christian auntie quickly became her spiritual support by praying for her and bringing her to church. So one day, God provided the finances to buy a house, and that was when my mom started going to church, which was completely new to me, and I felt extremely isolated there. So as I entered high school, my relationship with my mom became completely sour because she had remarried and gave birth to my little sister who had multiple health conditions. And as much as I love my little sister, there were times where I would compare my life with hers because she would get anything that she wanted by her dad, and I had to work for everything that I needed. And so this victim mentality really fueled my resentment towards my mom and especially my dad, who had tried to get out of paying child support. Until one night at church, I received prayer from this guest pastor from Malaysia. He had asked me if I had a father, and that he felt like God wanted to let me know that he loved me and that he wanted to be my father if I let him. And so, completely shocked, I started crying and I ran to the bathroom out of embarrassment, but I also felt very curious about who God was to me. So that night I accepted Christ into my life. And so since then, my life had completely changed. I grew so much as a person, spiritually and mentally, and God really taught me how to forgive my mom and understand her situation, forgive my father and pray for his salvation. And also, he just taught me a new whole perspective in my life to just feel grateful for all of the skills that I learned from being independent at such a young age. I truly believe that God has saved me from living a life of resentment and also seeking out worldly fulfillments. Since my mom and I's salvation, I've also witnessed my Buddhist family's salvation one by one. So if you are facing any adversities at the moment or in your past, just remember Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5. God has said, "I will never leave you and I will never forsake you." Thank you.